Tombstone. So we're going for some slower things here. Get the white standard snowball opener here. Personally, I'm not that big a fan of the snowball opener, but it is very common because it kind of makes it very hard for the opponent to go in here in the middle without getting hit by a powered up snowball early on, which is pretty scary. We're just going to drop a stabby in here, I think. Then maybe we do a corn down here. Still really good even if it's nerfed. Actually, they should be the other way around. Put the corn at the bottom, it could die, I think. Because they are a bit higher level than me, if I remember right. Where's the stabby? There we go. And then I'll just throw in another 1 key down here, I think. Kind of forced to go for a slow opener because they went for snowball to the middle. And I don't want to just take free damage. Okay, they're going for their own stabby. Which makes a lot of sense. I think they should have kept their snowball right here and taking it with the razor mouth instead. Because then I wouldn't be able to go over here to start controlling the middle. What do I want now? Noxious is very good into them, but it's a little bit early, I feel, to be going for that here. I would rather go for some more fairly heavy things, I think. Could just drop a Bomangles in here. Bank to 7. Maybe Bomangles with a 1 key. What would I want from 6 here? Don't really think Speedola is that good of an idea. Could just go Hematic or something. Or we can save to 7 and get a Hevo 2.0 or maybe a Motherload, depending on what they're doing. Or some heavier phobies maybe. What would be the best heavy 7? There isn't really one that great for me. I think I'll just do this. Maybe this should be Gonzo Bonzo actually. That might be better here. Could also have brought 1 key up here just so they couldn't walk forward and put a trap on that. That would also be pretty good. We have to respect the tick here, I think. At least a little bit. Do I move it all the way down here? Or do I just put it on this point? I kind of want to put the corn here. Just sacrifice the razor mouth maybe. Maybe we move the stabby down here actually. Something like this, I think. It's the best I can do here. Then what 6 key do we want? Or 7, if we want a 7 key. Which could also be a good idea. Could just drop a Hevo 2.0 on them. I put it here. Have the threat of walking up here and pushing. I think that's pretty good. Could even drop it here actually, that's probably better. Can also push them off the stem if they choose to go on it. Maybe that's wrong though. Maybe I should have brought like a 6 key and a 1 key, or a 5 key and 2 1 keys here, just to be a bit higher tempo. That might have been better. They're obviously going to move the snowball so it doesn't get pushed in. Okay, and we get this out here. It's pretty big. And we can't really push it away in any good way. Maybe we can if we go up here. Is that worth it though? Could do something kind of weird like this. But is that even worth it? Let's put this one in a pretty weird spot, which is nice. But outside of that, it's not super good. I think I'll just keep the push for now. Can't really go there though. Maybe I go all the way up here, start hitting this. It's out of range from this, which is nice. This doesn't even move forward. What do I want down here? Something to fight this with, preferably. I think it's just supposed to be multiple smaller phobies though. Can go for an electric cat maybe. And then another thing up here. I think I'll go boom right here. Just so they can't go near the stem. Maybe it's better to bring a normal 1 key. I can't bring it further in because then it risks getting AoE'd by this tick. My whole idea with this turn was just to keep everything out of range from the Sabby so it can't do anything super good here. I'm also fine with this getting deceased. I might just Boolean it. It'll be fine. Or I can just kill it even, which may be better. Like I just kill this and let my Stabby die. It's not necessarily a bad idea either. The healing that? Guess that's kind of worth it. It's kind of like just summoning a unicorn. Because the unicorn was pretty much dead. Bit unfortunate that we couldn't get the boom out here, but it would have just died if we tried that. We at least get to double dip on the stim pad if we want to, which is nice. But they also have a boom here. Which makes sense, I think. Prevents these from going in all that well. Can't like threaten the Stabby. Just kill that corn, I think. Makes the most sense to me. They still have the fire from that, but can't really do much about that right now. Domingos can't look further in, or it just dies. This could walk here, I think. Actually, it probably can't. How big is their jar cannon? Maybe it can't even walk here without getting jar cannon. Maybe this should sit here and then the cassowary in here. I think that's better. And then we want a 6 key that can fight back against some of this. I think this is actually the time for either a Hematic or maybe even the... Maybe it's time for the... Nah, is it time for Noxious? I don't think so. Hematic is probably a better option here. Put it down here, I think. They did bang to 8, which is pretty scary though. Maybe I should have waited more. Like, banked a bit more here. So so that I can counter their 8-drop. Can they just fireball that? I think they can because of the trap, but I guess they wanted to be pulled in and kill this. It makes some sense, I guess. Can't kill this in return, can I? Don't think I could anyway. Maybe I could if I went all in, but that wouldn't really be worth it, I don't think. Can I snowball this and kill it? I believe I can. Then I could also go in and hit this for an AoE. And kill this, move this back. This is a very bad spot then though. But we get to kill the boom for free, which would be really nice. Now we might not be able to do that if they Gonzo. That might be too much damage. Unless I just want to trade my Hematic for this. But this has already gotten some value, so I'm not a big fan of that. Ash. What is the Ash for here? I guess they want to use the Sappy against my Evo 2.0. That's just the idea with the Ash. Also, I kind of need to heal this Bomangle soon. Am I fine with my Snowball being pulled in and dying? Or should I just let the Cassowary die? I'll figure that out in a second. Should probably just do this and kill this and then move back again. Even though this is going to take a lot of damage. Definitely doing Snowball. Question is what else I'm doing and whether I want the Snowball or the Cassowary to be pulled in. I think I want the Snowball to be pulled in actually. I think that's better in this case, which is weird. Because actually they can kill it with the Jar Cannon though. Never mind, I think it's actually better the other way around and just letting the Cassowary die then. Don't want that to just die for free, that would be annoying. And what more do I want to bring? Honestly, I should just bring an AWOL in here. I think that's fine. Alright. Because, like, this is one hitting any one key anyway. I think they would have been in a better spot if they had brought something other than this Ash up here. I don't think this was the right spot for Ash. I do think Ash is really good now, though. It's gotten a lot better now that Shovel is worse. Just don't really think this was the correct spot for it. I don't think they can kill this, can they? There's no way. Billy doesn't reach this anymore. Because they can't summon Billy, and Billy doesn't like get 3 actions on the first turn. Which is fantastic to not have to play around that stuff anymore. It was very annoying. Okay, so they just killed that and did a bunch of damage to me. They are still very tanky here, which is a bit annoying. And I really need to heal my phobies. They are all very damaged. Could trade a 400 health Hematic for this. Actually, I couldn't. It wouldn't even kill it. I would have to also go in with something else. I don't think that would be worth it anyway, though. Do I have time for Boolean here is the big question. I think the answer might be no, to be honest. I'm not sure I do. But what other things can I even bring for a big heal here? Could bring Leshy. That would be kind of funny. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, though. They are kind of slow, though. They are playing like a slow, kind of tanky thing. So Leshy really would shine here if Leshy was good. Fortunately, it's not really good. Do I have Boolean? Boolean just feels bad here, though. I think I'm supposed to, like, just move in slightly like this. And this can only hit here, so we move this. Actually, we can't have this anywhere in here. This just can't really move out of there. It's fine. This can sit all the way back here. It's long range. What do I want? Maybe a daisy? Maybe I just want the healing from the Bluelian as fast as possible. I think I'm supposed to just bring the healer. This puts the opponent in a weird spot where they're kind of forced to do something. There should be one further in. Because otherwise I will eventually heal up my phobies a bunch, and it will be very annoying for them. And they don't really have the mobility to attack me on this turn, I don't think. So this makes it pretty awkward for them. They're kind of forced to bring a playmaker, I think. Of some kind. Or they can just go for panic points if they really want to do that. That might be what they're going for. But I don't think I care that much about that. Especially not if they're not killing this. They have to kill this if they're playing for panic points. But then they're walking into range of me, like going on the stim pad and hitting them a bunch and then pushing them away. Or they're just going for their own Bluelian. Makes sense, I guess. They also have an injured unit. Okay, they're moving in. I think we're just killing the Sucky then and pushing them away if I can. I think this should have moved further in and then have the Bluelian further in also, so that this would be in range of me. Because I'm definitely not going in range of that now. That would just make no sense to do. I don't think. So at least. We just push them like this maybe. At this point. And then we snowball the Sucky. How much health was the Sucky actually? 2,000? Yeah, we couldn't have killed this instead, I don't think. I think that would be a bit much. They could pull themselves forward and go for a kill on this now. It probably means I should zone them with a boom. Kaboom or normal Kerbloom though? I think Kerbloom is actually decent here. But we only have a spot for one phobia, so we should just bring the bigger one, right? This is 1,000 damage. How much is the Kaboom? 1,800, that's a lot more. They also don't have any AoE, so this is like very easy to use. If this goes in and kills my Bomangles, I just nuke it. And then I still have 2 keys left over. So this looks pretty decent. I think we are kind of in a good spot as long as we can make the game last long enough here. Having 2 keys is really nice because that means they can't really attack my heart that well. I'll be able to summon 1 keys to block them. Like put a boomer next to it or something, if they try for that. Because this is in position where it could run to my heart next turn. Now I can like block it with a Sucky if they try and do that kind of thing. Like putting it here. Don't think they're able to really go all that aggressive. And if they pull themselves in, they're also in a bad spot here. They're pulling it back obviously, but is that even enough? I could still kill it here, so that's not really enough, I don't think. Even if they pull it back. Again, that's the same thing. I can still go in and kill it if I want to. I unfortunately don't have the AoE on this one, because I used it to deal a bit of damage there. Otherwise I could have AoE'd off the stem, which would be pretty strong. Okay, and they moved out of the AWOL range, which is smart. I can still kill this though. Isn't that just like what I should do? Just instantly go in and kill this thing. As fast as I can. Will this die if I do this? Nope, not quite. It's pretty important that this lives with just a small amount of health, I think. Like that is a very big deal for me. How much damage does this return? That's too much. Probably do it like this then. Then we move this. We just move it over here. I think so actually. Actually, no, I don't think I'm supposed to go into the Gravedigger's range. So then I should move it down here, even though that looks a little bit weird. And then we bring 2 1-keys, I think. We bring a Ted and Jill up here. Actually, I'm not supposed to move it forward, am I? We can put this here. Yes, I am supposed to move it forward. No, wait, no, I'm not. It could die if I move it forward like that. They could like try and collapse up here and go for my heart then, which I don't want them to be able to. They use this ability, so this is still safe here. What do I want it for that? I think it's better here. Protects my other phobies from these trying to go in. They could try and hard rush me here. But I do still have a decent amount of health, and I have a pusher. So I don't think that's really a viable path for them. Yeah, we knew that was gonna happen, and this will also have to fight here. But having a pusher is really good, because if they try and go for my heart, I can push them back here and then put something in front, so that they're forced to fight me instead. Also, I should just use this bomb for tempo at this point. Just blow anything up in range of it. Even if it's this, the Ash, or one of these that I use it for. Still worth it. I'm probably just using it on the Ash here. Because otherwise I'm not gonna find a use for it. And I kinda need to be a bit fast here, I think. Okay, I actually have to hit it with everything just to kill this. So I wouldn't even be able to kill this without using the bomb. Do I move in here with this, or do I keep it safe? Might be better to keep it safe, just to have a big hit next turn. Move this in here. Do I even bring the Jill? I don't think I do. I think I bring something a bit faster against these. Let's bring a Kabul in here. What if they just try and do something stupid like jumping in here? I mean, they get pushed backwards, so they kind of can't. What if he jumps here? Then I just push it in. Don't think there's any way that they win. Could also just do this. If they kill it from over here, we can kill it, right? It doesn't really matter. I can take the points next turn if I need it. The damage isn't enough to matter here, I don't think. They don't have any good way of attacking my heart. Even if the blue alien tries to go in here, we can push it away, because it gets pushed back in the first place. And we can also easily kill this thing. And we have our own blue alien to move around with. Oh, that's not enough damage. Move this over here. We move this over here. Then they will try and hit my heart, and I will push them into the abyss if it's needed, I think. Should actually just position this Hevo in an even better spot, like up here, so that if they ever go here, we can push them in. Can they jump down here, though? Maybe they can. Maybe I actually push them now? But I still think I win if they do that, right? I think I just kill this too fast for it to matter. I can always push it away and put my blue alien in front, and then it's basically dead and can't kill my heart. So there's no way that they win here. The blue alien, even if they jump down here or something weird. I don't know if this actually goes in. I don't think I can push it in, right? No, it just gets moved. That's still good for me, obviously, because now they can't make it to my heart anymore. I can kind of just take the panic points and it's fine. Block them off from going away. It's a fairly close game, at least until this like end stage, where they just ended up having too little ranged phobies, and they also didn't go for enough small phobies at the end here, I don't think. Not bad though. This was the first game I played after the new patch, and as you can see, no Billy, no Dr. Holiday, none of the Sentinels, I don't think. Very nice. It's exactly what we were all hoping for here. That is very good. Anyways, I just wanted to do one video because it's like nearly midnight here, and then I'll do some more videos soon, obviously, since the update is going to change the game a lot for the better. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.